Hello all, Jeff here with a new video. Welcome to the last race of the last round of the Supercars Cup Series on Forza Motorsport 7. This race at Mount Panorama, Bathurst, or Bathurst for many of those in Britain. Anyway, first row of the grid, P1 is myself and with South Ace in position 2. Positions are based on points from the first two races. Row 2, P3 is HCCR Dopius and P4 is FRCA Rod. On the third row of the grid, FRCA Vermin starts in 5th with Lil Skeeter Boss behind him in 6th position. On the fourth row of the grid, we have HCCR Reckless at P7 and Max Power 1974 at P8. On the fifth row of the grid, we have Sheep Dip 41, I'm pretty sure. Yes, that's correct. And in position 10, we have Logie Bear 047. And finally, on the last row of the grid were the guys that were struggling a bit, especially at Monza. P11, Giorgio Spondu, and P12, Merovingian NZ. He copped a penalty for corner cutting at Monza, hence why he's at P12. So, let's get this show on the road and check out the final race of the Cup Series. So here we go. Starting on P1 since I've won the races at Suzuka and Monza, here we go. So get a half decent launch, but the thing with Hell Corner is I'm not particularly strong at the start. South Ace gets a bit, has a bit more room to play with and he takes the lead. But look, it's early days, you just never know what's going to happen. So nice and clean to start off with. Giorgio and Merovingian, they're at the back. I mean, which is kind of a good thing because they were struggling a lot at Monza. I think about making the move at Griffin's Bend, but not going to happen. Southgate gets a little slidey here, but around the outside of the cutting is not going to work. Not with these things. We both hit the wall. I did give him a tap, but actually gave him a boost, to be honest. So, yeah, in second position. But look, it is a 9 laps around here can be a bit hectic. As you can see here, Dopiest and Rod are having a ding-dong battle. Why all the smoke, I don't know. Fix this turn 10 because it didn't happen in the actual race. As we have Lil Skeeter Boss getting into the wall and Max is going to think about getting the move done, but not quite, but bit of a battle going on here, and we've got Reckless right up behind as well. So, yeah, fair bit going on here to start proceedings, so... And we've got Sheep Dip behind as well. So a nice little pack battle here and Vermin closely behind Sheep Dip. Anyway, does Max think about making the move? No, not at Forest Elbow. Not going to happen there. Oh, hello. Something happened there between Sheep Dip and Vermin. As we go to Conrod Straight, back on board with myself. In second place behind South Ace. So here we go. Down to the chase. Now, here we go. I think my entry was better, but his exit was a lot better. I go a bit wide here. South Ace thinks about doing the pits, but he actually did a little pump fake there. Anyway, Max Power 974 decides to go in the pits, get his pit stop out of the way. Vermin, what does he do? He almost rams into Sheep Dip, obviously braked way too late, and loses a heap of spots, and he's now behind Logie Bear. So... unfortunate for him, but no, it's moments like these where you may as well just get the pit stop out of the way, and that's exactly what he does. So, yeah, it was a shame for him with that mistake. Anyway, this was what was going on at the back. Merovingian, Giorgio Spondu, pretty much no experience racing these things with no assists. That's quite clearly a corner cut. Merovingian in the dipper just goes straight through, and Giorgio has smashed into the tyre wall. These two guys aren't having a good time. They're kind of lucky. Oh, hello, he spun it. He's not having fun at all. Anyway, back on board with Merovingian. He's made his pit stop. He goes into the cutting, just smacks into the wall, and he's spun as well. Oh, poor bloke. But yeah, these guys, like if we were using the previous system, that they would have only done the first race. Anyway, on board with Max Power because he's looking at what Merovingian's doing and he just goes straight by. No effort whatsoever. So be on the lookout for him. Anyway, on board with Rod. So we have Dopius in front. No, sorry, that is Sheep Dip in front. So Rod is going to think about making the move, and he's giving him the tap. He is giving him the tap. Oh no. And Logie Bear, well, he sees Dopius or Sheep Dip, or whoever it was, I forget. I think it may have been Sheep Dip, but yeah. Now Logie Bear's having a bit, struggling a fair bit because of what he saw in front. Unfortunate for him. So, yeah, that's a shame. And I'm pretty sure it was Sheep Dip. I apologise. Anyway, lap 2 at Forest Elbow. Myself and Southays. Southays goes a little wide at Forest Elbow. I'm going to see if I can get the run on him down Conrod Straight. So, 2 abreast down Conrod, it does work. Now, it looks like I'm slightly gaining on him down Conrod Straight as we go down the chase. And it can be taken flat out here. Under the brakes, he's a bit later. So, he actually keeps first place. So I thought about going into pit lane. However, he's got the inside pits. He thinks about it. Nope. Another pump fake. So yeah, you can tell he's been watching a bit of NASCAR when there's a caution where they, fake a pit entry. Anyway, start lap 3, Hell Corner. Under the brakes, and I've got the move done. Finally in P1. However, we have a look at Sheep Dip. He ends up going into the pits. He may as well. And Reckless, well, he's in front of Lil Skeeter Boss. Skeeter goes a little wide at Hell Corner, and he's going to see if he can get the move done. He's got the momentum on him down Mountain Straight. The question is, does he get the move done? He's going to do what Dopius did on me at race 1. But Reckless has outbraked himself, and Lil Skeeter Boss retains the position. Now, Giorgio Spondu, how's he going? Well, not that great to be honest, and I'm about to show you why. We go down the S's, and he just turns way too hard and smashes into the tyre wall. He's not having the best of runs there. Anyway, back on board with myself. End of lap 3, I'm like, you know what, I'm in front now. Let's get in the pits, get the pit stop out of the way and see what happens. And Dopius, he thinks about the same thing. He won the race at Bathurst in round 1. Lil Skeeter Boss, he pits as well. So, may as well capitalise, get some clean air if you can. Anyway, on board with Vermin. So, we're going to have an issue here, and it is, it's Sheep Dip who has gone wide. Vermin is going to make the move stick, or is he? Well, we'll go into Murray's corner, and it looks like he's going to get the move done. Nice work from him. He's trying, a bit of vindication from his mistake at the chase, lap 1. Anyway, I come out of the pits after I pitted at the end of lap 3. Start lap 4, I'm in P12. Sorry, P4? What am I thinking? Anyway, at the end of lap 4, Southays comes in. So, he's going to see if the overcut works for him. Meanwhile, Reckless is going to come into the pits as well. So, yeah, let's just see what happens. So, you can kind of see me on the track. Yep, I've gained a fair bit there in 1 lap. So, the undercut, well, I don't know if it was an undercut because I was already in front. But, yep. Quite clearly in front of Southays, so I'm P2 on track. Rod still needs to pit. So, yep, we'll just see what happens here. Now, FRCO Rod, he's going very nicely here, so, yep, he's in the lead. He may as well do what Kenny was doing in the first couple of Cup Series races, just staying out there, stay in some clean air, and just see what happens. Anyway, Vermin, well, Logie Bear, he's gone into the sand at Hell Corner, and Vermin is going to make the move stick, just like that. So, the 2 Craig Lowndes cars going at it. Anyway, as we go on board with Sheep Dip, because as you saw, Logie Bear, he had an off. So Sheep Dip could capitalise here as well. Yep, there you go. Logie Bear's just gone a bit wide at Griffin's Bend. Sheep Dip is right up behind him now, so he can pounce whenever the move is on. Logie, he's struggling here. Going a little wide at the cutting. Oh, Sheep Dick just scrapes the wall at the cutting. But it's on. It's on, trust me. So we go into Reed Park. Logie Bear just smacks into the wall. Sheep Dip is going to make the move stick. He should be able to get it done at Sulman Park. Yes, he does. So that's a move made from him. So Logie Bear has lost 2 positions in 1 lap. However, Sheep Dip has hit the sand and Logie Bear's got the position back. Oh, poor Sheep Dip. Anyway, we're on board with Giorgio Spondu because he's about to come out of the pits and decides to do a donut straight away. So he is struggling, unfortunately. So there goes Rod. So he's the leader at the moment. So Giorgio, he's on lap 5 at the moment. The leader is on lap 6. However, Giorgio, yeah, he's having a really rough time. He goes into Griffin's Bend and he just brakes way too late, smacks into the tyre wall and he just backs back. All of a sudden I come and I've got nowhere else to go but just give him a little punt. Oh, that is a race that can ruin races. However, South Ace has seen what happened and you know what? This is great sportsmanship. He's going to let me go back in front. That is really good sportsmanship. Anyway, Dopius gives Giorgio the punt as well. He's not having the best of runs as Max goes by him. As we've got Reckless about to come up to Giorgio. He's going to give him the punt as well. Another punt, and he's in the fence. However, Skeeter Boss has got nowhere to go. There's a reason why backmarkers are ghosted in Gran Turismo. And it's for this exact reason. As you can see, it's ruined Skeeter Boss's race. Although track position, position itself may not have changed for him, but still, it's it nearly cost me the race. But South Ace was good enough to give the position back to me. Good on him. Anyway, we're still on board with Lil Skeeter Boss because Giorgio, well, he realises he's slow, so he's just letting everyone through, which is fair enough. Vermin, he has to put up with him as well. However, Giorgio does the exact same thing as before. Bang! Into the wall. See you later. So, yeah, that's a back marker. Hopefully, the rest of the field don't have to put up with. Anyway, Rod, still in the lead. Hasn't pitted yet. He, just wants to get as much clean air as possible. Especially since he would have seen that I had a collision with Giorgio. So, you never know. He could capitalise on this. But, yeah, so it is lap 7 at the moment. As you can see, about half the length of Mountain Straight. Rod is in front, but that's probably not enough of an advantage up before pitting. So we'll just see what happens with Rod later on. But yeah, comfortable. Well, not really comfortable. South Ace is there in case I make a mistake. So you just never know. There's a mistake there, just a little slide. He's keeping up. That's the main thing. Anyway, Reckless. Well. He's just decided, you know what, I'm not going to finish in the top 3, let's just drift at Bathurst. And he's actually doing a half decent job, to be honest. And with this series, tuning and upgrades are not allowed, so he's doing this with the bone stock Commodore. He's actually not doing too bad, to be honest. He's doing alright, look at that. McPhillamy Park, nice little drift. Smacks into the wall, so does he keep drifting? Yes he does. It's not bad from him, to be honest. No drift suspension on V8 Supercars, not allowed here. He smacks into the wall. So, yeah. That's probably his drifting antics done, because someone is going to come up behind him. I think it's Lil Skeeter Boss, so I think he needs to worry about maintaining his position and not drifting, to be honest. Because as you can see, Lil Skeeter Boss is right up behind him now. He's going to think about making the move stick. We go to Conrod Straight. Skeeter definitely got the momentum. He's definitely going to get past him before we get to the chase. The question is, who's braver under the brakes? So here we go. Oh, we've got a collision here. However, Reckless has got the inside of the left-hander at the chase. Reckless, does he think about? No. Oh, Reckless. Still got the position somehow. End of lap 8. Rod finally pits. Well, he has to, or else he's disqualified. Anyway, Reckless, he goes in late. Skeeter was, you know, probably braking a lot later than Reckless was. Reckless does a burnout thinking it's the last lap. But do you know what? Little Skeeter Boss can see that. But it's not all over. Well, I don't think anything else happened with that battle. Rod, he comes back out in the pits at P5 behind Max Power 1974. So, yep, the last lap. I've got a kind of comfortable lead going on here, so we'll just see what happens. We do have a backmarker ahead. It's Merovingian NZ. I feel he's a bit more respectful, well, a bit more skillful and respectful compared to Giorgio, because he's not getting punted pillar to the post because he's in the way. Merovingian, yeah, he goes wide in the Forest Hour, but at least he's out of the way. Exact same thing he did at Monza, just got out of the way, let the leaders through. That's exactly what you need in this situation. However, South Ace looks like he's getting held up by Merovingian. Hopefully he doesn't hold him up too much longer as we go down the chase for the final time. So yeah, it's yeah, so throughout this whole Cup Series, I'm going to win all but one race, believe it or not. However, Dopius, he's in third position. Merovingian has gone wide here, so he goes into the tyre wall. He's right in the middle of the apex, and Dopius has got nowhere to go, smashes into the tyre wall, and that is third position lost. Max is going to capitalise and get third. Rod will get fourth. Dopius down to fifth at least. And I'm like, you know what, it's the end of the Cup Series, let's just do a burnout at a line. And that is that. So, it was myself, South Ace, Max Power 974 on the podium. Then it was Rod, Dopius, Lil Skeeter Boss, Reckless, Vermin, Sheep Dip, Logie Bear in the top 10. And rounding out the field was Merovingian and Giorgio Spondu. So normally the top 3 of this race would get the Harvey Norman vouchers. However, because of the format change for this last round, it's based on cumulative points. So, myself with the $150 Harvey Norman voucher, South Ace with a $100 voucher, and Rod with the $50 voucher. So then there's Dopiest, Max Power, Lil Skeeter Boss, FRCA Vermin, Reckless, Sheep Dip, Logie Bear, Merovingian, and Giorgio Spondu. Unlucky for Max, because he got disconnected at Monza. But there you have it. So I'd like to thank ESL, Supercars, Boost Mobile, and Harvey Norman for putting on this series, as well as the main E-Series that I tried to qualify for. Unfortunately, a bit of unfortunate circumstances there, but the Cup Series was there for everyone that didn't make the top 8 for the E-Series, and it's been really good racing with all these guys. So yeah, as I said, it was 6 rounds, 3 rounds each. I won all but one race. HCCR Dopius, congratulations. You were the only one that bet me. That was at the first round at Bathurst. So that race you just saw was a bit of redemption for me. So while I did not win one, I ended up winning a race at every single track. But yeah, if you liked the video, smash the thumbs up button. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. If you want to see more, subscribe and tap the notification icon. Yep. Thank you all for watching this series. This is Jeff here, and happy racing. Cheers.